I forgot which one's Bonnie and which one's Clyde, but I'm sure it was a great compliment nonetheless. In 1970, as a graduating senior at Stagg High in Stockton, California, deciding between Cal and MIT, and this was several years ago before Woody Allen would give his famous advice on forks in the road. He said, and I quote, "One path leads to despair and utter hopelessness, the other to total extinction. Let us pray we have the wisdom to choose wisely." I chose Cal. So 1970 was the first Earth Day. It was preceded by environmental disasters like Love Canal and the Cuyahoga River catching fire in Ohio. And I wanted to work on environmental issues, but first I wanted to learn how business worked and figure out how to make more money by polluting less and explore the emerging technology opportunities. And in fact, my undergraduate roommates are here tonight, John Belizzi, John Chaney, Bob Friedman, Bob Lubeck. Thank you for coming. When 4 cute Asian women moved in the apartment next to us, I was assigned the task of borrowing a cup of rice, which is how I met my best friend for life, Aina Chan, who's also here tonight. Thank you all. At Cal, I was part of an amazing transition. My programming started out on punch cards, moved to online mini computers, then the microprocessors. I even switched in graduate school from a slide rule to an electronic calculator. I worked for my master's here at Cal, where I met my best friend and wife, Amy Roth. We have 2 wonderful sons, Harris and Colin. Harris and his partner, Abby, are here tonight, and I thank my family for their support and for constantly inspiring me. As you saw in the video, together with my fellow graduate students, we were inspired, committed, and influential in defining key portions of today's software industry. As I was completing my Ph.D. in Corey Hall, I had a visit one day from a couple of people. I had no idea who they were, but they said they had money and they were looking for a product idea. So, along with my fellow Cal grads, Paula Hawthorne, Mike Ubell, Eric Allman, and Tom Hagen, who are all here tonight, we took the knowledge gained at Cal and we went out and did a bunch of startup companies. Tom and I went on together to start Sybase with some more Cal grads and built it into a $1 billion company. But my goal was never limited just to being successful in business, but as Henry mentioned, to change the world. And for the last 14 years, I've focused on environmental issues. Working with the Natural Resources Defense Council, along with another Berkeley grad, Nicole Lederer, we co-founded E2 and really went to work on the intersection of the environment and the economy. The policies we advocated in the last decade have been implemented in California and other states. California today is demonstrating that you can reduce greenhouse gas emissions achievably and have economic benefit. In fact, the California vehicle emission policies were adopted by the federal government several years ago, giving the first improvement in fuel efficiencies in over 20 years. Today in the United States, since 2007, fuel economy has been improving and consumption has been continually declining. To make this all happen, we drew heavily on faculty and students here at Cal to help us on critical data analysis and presentations. So climate change continues to be a driving issue for me, but a few years ago I came to the realization that after you fixed all of the energy systems, it still wouldn't be enough because our food systems currently generate 30% of greenhouse gas emissions, and the challenges associated with providing sustainably produced food, affordable and healthy for 9 billion people, along with a living wage for the people who are in the food industry, was just the big challenge that had to be addressed. Bigger than any NGO, but not too big for Cal. My goal is for Cal to be the driving force behind the transition to a sustainable food system that can provide affordable, healthy food for the planet. And the Berkeley Food Institute is on the path of doing just that. It's barely a year old. It's a collaboration, as Dean Brady mentioned, and it will connect results-oriented research at the University of California that's multidisciplined with policymakers, advocates, and local communities. I'm very, very grateful to Dean Gillis at CNR and Dean Brady at the Goldman School of Public Policy for being the driving force behind creating the Food Institute at Cal, and also the fellow alumni Wendy Schmidt and Steve Silverstein, who are active supporters of the Institute. I also want to recognize the tremendous work by some people, such as Ann Thrupp, our new executive director, Catherine Moriarty, who's just a miracle miracle, let me think again, miracle worker is what I wanted to say, behind the scenes, eliminating problems in the path whenever they may occur. And I also want to recognize the fact that Chancellor Dirks has taken a special interest in food systems in BFI and has encouraged Amy and I to keep building it. So in summary, I want to thank the Alumni Association for this totally unexpected honor. And as I contemplated what to say tonight, they actually gave me the answer: Berkeley for life. The Berkeley community has played a key role in almost every aspect of what I've done so far, and I'm counting on Cal, its faculty, its students, and its graduates to make the world a better place for all of us. Go Bears!